All right. Now it's a party. Look at all these people. Okay. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tech Tuesday. Thank you for being here. One of my favorite days ever. I just want to say how grateful I am for Laurie and Stacey. They're coming to the call. I heard about this Now site from Eric Laurie and one of our coaches, and he's amazing. And he uses this, and he said we should use it. So what did I do? I bought it, but I haven't used it. I don't even know what to do with it. So I'm literally having this Tech Tuesday for selfish reasons. So my girls, my 5:15 a.m. crew can school me and teach me how to use this amazing site. So Laurie and Stacey are going to be taking over the call, and they are going to be teaching us how to use Nowsite. All right, ladies.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. How exciting is this? I'm going to start off by saying that I've used a ton of different platforms. Not anything like this because I don't think there's been anything like this before, but now I use Nowsite every single day in my social media, and it has become one of my top two favorite platforms that I've ever used ever. So it basically is using AI to create social media posts based on the profile that you build. So you go into Nowsite, you build your profile, your favorite things. Do you like to drink wine? Do you like to hike? You build out your preferences, even what kind of books you like to read. And this platform takes all of that into account and creates personal social media posts based on the message that you're trying to get across at the time. And I know that probably doesn't make a lot of sense right now. So I'm just going to go in and jump in, and I'm going to start sharing my screen, and we're just going to go through the platform. Okay. And jump in if you have any questions at all.
All right, perfect.
Okay. So I didn't know how to use this in the beginning, but I've pretty much taught myself all of it. And Stacy too. Her and I were talking yesterday, and we have strengths in different areas of this platform, which is why I'm so thankful that we're both teaching this class today, because there were things that she was using that I don't, and things that I was using that she doesn't. So collectively, we can show you guys the whole platform today. Okay, so basically, this is going to be your dashboard for Nowsite. Um, what I personally like to do every single morning is start a conversation with people on Facebook. So here you can see that you can post on social, you can comment on posts, and you can also start a conversation with people. I like to start my morning starting a conversation. So what I do is I go into my Facebook and I click on birthdays. Who's having a birthday today? Okay, look at all these people. I'm going to go into my Now site. See right here, I'm going to start a conversation. I love starting my day like this. You can start a conversation on pretty much any topic. Someone liked your post, birthday, congratulations, supportive, all of these. This is my favorite, birthday. I'm going to click generate a birthday message. You can fill things in here, but I don't even find it necessary. And I think it might take a second because we're all on Zoom and we have a big group today. Oh, what did I just do? Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, you guys. I don't know why I just clicked something that I shouldn't have. Okay, so we're going to try this again. Okay, birthday. I want to send these people a birthday message. All you do is click generate, and it's going to pop up a birthday message, a custom birthday message. So this is awesome, right? Hey there, wishing you a glorious and joyful day. You can copy this, copy to clipboard, and then you might think, well, you know what? Maybe there's a better one next that I like. You know what? You can always, if you don't like this message, click generate again. It's going to give you a brand new message. and you can generate as many messages as you like until you find the one that says what you want it to say. Okay, I'm going to go to my Facebook, paste, send. Okay, paste, send. And I'm not going to do all of these while we're on here, but this is a great way to start conversations with people every single day. And while you're in here, you can also begin to categorize them into your friends, different lists, your categories of friends. So this is always really, really great. This is one of my favorite things about it. You can just copy, paste, and you get all of these. So I love this. You can do it with so many different categories here, but the birthday is my favorite. So back to basically the beginning, you can post on social media. All you have to do is click get started. I love this button right here. It says surprise me. This is going to pull in the information that I built my profile on. So I like to hike, bike, I like to drink wine, and I like to sell luxury real estate. So you see here, it just popped up pretty much everything it could grab. And you can also do surprise me again if you don't like this message, or it's not your mood for the day. So what all you really need to do, you can change the image. I typically don't because I love what they incorporate. You can do a compliance check here. We'll just check it to make sure that it is Facebook worthy, basically.
That's
I've never
awesome.
had a mess. What's that?
I said, that's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. This keeps you out of trouble right here. I've never had one that was non-compliant. So that always makes me feel good. So once you generate your post, just click get started. It's going to um, it's going to automatically dump that particular photo into whatever file you want. Okay. And then post, all you have to do, that copies the message. So on your Facebook, all you have to do is paste. There it is. Now, what I like to do, I like to add my own hashtag. And then since it pulls up a completely separate Facebook tab, this is what I love to do is I'm going to get rid of these birthdays. I can finish these later. I like to go to my own profile where I have this information in pretty much every post I ever do. So I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to put it down here at the bottom of the message. Since I have links here, it's going to incorporate the photos for those links. I just delete them and then I add the photo that it saved for me right here. It's already there. Open it, put it in there. There's your social media post for the day. Isn't that awesome? I love this. I gotta move
That's so
there we
cool.
go. It is. And then I have two other Facebook business pages, so I'm going to post it to both. So I just posted to my personal page and two of my Facebook business pages. How is that crazy easy?
That's
It's
crazy.
awesome. I love it. Yeah. And then it will give you like confetti every single time you do something. And it's, I just laugh. I think it's funny. After you create your profile, you can create as many as you want. If you do none, it's going to basically create a general post. And if you click on your brand profile, which you'll see what I'm talking about once you build yours, it will be more specific on on the information that you entered. I hope that makes sense. Um, all right, so we did the post on social media. We started a conversation. We can comment on a post. Let's go into Facebook and let's find a post that we like. We're just going to do this. He's a friend of mine. Copy. Go in here, paste, generate a response, a comment to his post. See, and you know what? All you got to do, copy, go back to Facebook. I always like everything. No, so you just gave him like the most awesome comment on his post. So do we have any questions so far?
No, that's pretty cool.
No? Okay, awesome. So we'll keep going.
It,
This is really cool
Tony
too.
asked,
You can always,
does it give you hashtags too?
it gives you hashtags, but then you can always add your own. Like it'll give you like two hashtags, and then you just add in whatever else you want. So this Eric AI right here, this is Eric Worre. I think this is awesome because he will come in here every day and he's the AI Eric. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
Looks pretty
we
good.
can't hear him.
yeah, we can yeah, oh sorry. Oh, I probably couldn't turn up my volume.
He
Anyway,
looks pretty good.
you can go in here and you can ask any question you want. Like I did this one the other can you tell me how your day is in French? And he actually responded in French to tell me how his day was. So that's also a very cool tool that you can use. The founder of Nowsite, he has an AI image as well. This one here, I found this kind of by accident. So I was chit-chatting with an agent with another brokerage, and I wanted to invite her to an event. And so we were having a Facebook conversation through Messenger, and then I basically I didn't know what to say next. So I copied our Facebook conversation, I pasted it here, and I clicked generate, and it told me what to say next. That blew my mind. So you can copy and paste your conversation. It'll give you a wonderful suggestion. And then you just go back to Facebook Messenger and paste it in, and you kind of start off in a different direction with a whole new conversation. You can use any of these categories. Like if you want to, any of these, you want to pivot from a personal conversation to business, get on a call, presentation. All of these things will tailor the response based on what you choose here. Okay, let's see. You can, your profile and your settings. This is what you're going to do in the beginning. Train my AI. Learn about me. Tab. I haven't even finished all of this, you guys, and this platform works perfect for me. Think like me. You can put in your hobbies. These are books I like to read, things like that. Write like me. You can put these on however you like, the tone of your response. Do you want I love emojis, so I turn them on all the way. Humor, writing style. These are all just tailoring everything to how you would speak to somebody. And then even down here, witty, insightful, confident, engaging, and pragmatic. I want to sound like a fun and wonderful businesswoman. So you can tailor these to however you like. I think this is amazing. Let's see where we're at. I think, hey, Stacey, you want to jump in here?
Sure. When you do,
Okay. Do you want to share your own?
Yeah, if that's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Yeah, I'll share my
Yeah,
own.
I'm going to stop sharing it if you want to share your screen. Okay, cool.
Okay, let me see where I buried it. I have all these windows. Zoom always has a way of covering up everything that I want to see. Okay, so I tried this because Laurie said she was saving so much time with it. And then I ended up going in there and not using it for the same things Laurie does. So when we were chatting yesterday, we were giving each other ideas. One of the things that's really time consuming for me is when I do use Chat GPT. I was actually using Chat inside of Notion for the best version of Chat that I could find that was a reasonable price. And I had to keep repriming it all the time. And for a lot of people, I know that the prompting can be the hardest part of getting what you want out of Chat GPT. It's like it still doesn't quite sound like me. This is a huge time saver because you are training that AI. Let's go back to right where you were, Laurie. Let's go back under this My AI Manager. The first time you set up the account, you'll come in here. It does not take very long, I promise you. Just, warm up a cup of coffee, maybe 15, 20 minutes of your time. You're going to go into Train My AI. And it just says learn about me. Okay. And, I'm a real estate agent. I'm a business consultant and a real estate coach. So those are the different facets of my business. And I really wanted to make sure that the AI was trained, whether I was writing follow-up emails or MLS descriptions as an agent, or whether I was writing value add emails for my coaching clients. I could do that quickly and easily. And so you just go through here and you just answer, some of these questions. Okay. And the more accurate you are, the more you are training it to respond like you and to constantly call back on these details that you've put in to make it sound more like you the first or second time. You're not constantly going back in there and trying to figure out just the right prompt, or you're lucky enough to land on the right prompt and then you forget what you did with it, right? You're not keeping like a Google Doc of all your prompts that got you exactly what you wanted. So if you go to Think Like Me, like Laurie said, this is fantastic because you have the ability to add your interests. So when it's generating those social media posts for you that surprise me, it's going to look at this kind of stuff and it's going to go, oh, these are the things she's interested in. So let's try and throw up something from one of these categories first. Your favorite popular figures, also important because that will give it context. How do you like to sound when you write? What types of information are you very typically sharing? You can put your favorite books, music, or sports down here, and you can add quite a few. So the more you take the time in the beginning, the more accurate this will be over and over and over again. To write like me, I'm a real snob about my writing. I don't like buzzwords, and I'm tired of prompting ChatGPT with don't use words like journey, level up, game, adventure, magic. I have this whole little list of words that kind of make me twitchy when it gives me a response. And I always have to add that list in there. With this, I don't have to do that anymore. So it makes it really easy. I can say, write like me. And then I can put down in here, enter writing instructions. I want to sound approachable and friendly and still be knowledgeable. I want to sound like Brene Brown and Tim Ferriss, right? If they had a baby, that would be like the ideal human. I'm almost positive. I don't like words like game, magic, journey, or similar. Okay, so it's going to leave those out. And then style descriptors, you saw Laurie's, right? We're different people. We come across differently. We chose different style descriptors. So this is what helps it sound like me and not Laurie, or me and not you. And you get to go ahead and train the AI to sound more like you. So once you do that once, it is such a huge time saver because it will go ahead and queue you up whatever you want, and you might have like a word or two to change. Okay, so I wanted to save that. And now here's what I use it for every day. I have to write a lot of emails, reminders about classes or events I have coming up, or I might write a lot in different tools that I'll put out for coaching clients and things like that. If you're just in production, that's a time and a half job. But if you are focused on production, all those emails that you have in your database, in your CRM, that you refuse to send out because they don't sound like you, this would be a quick down and dirty way to make them sound more like you. You would simply copy the text in those templated emails, slap it into here, and it's going to give you the ability to rewrite those and sound more like you. And so this is going to look very familiar to all of you. This is a typical AI interface where you can ask it to do whatever you want. And I have asked it everything from emails. I actually had it help me write a consulting proposal the other day. It has all sorts of things that you can do in here. The difference is this is going to put your spin on it as far as how you've trained your AI. And it does save, you can see here, it does save your prompts. Okay, so you can go back and kind of grab those and use them again if you want, if it's kicking out, you know, exactly what you want. Takes just a few minutes and it gives you something really great. One of the things, and I'll zoom in just here a little bit, this is an example of an email, or if you're planning an event with clients or you're sending something out and you want bullet points, I strongly recommend using bullet points in your emails. If you're not already doing that, I want you to think about it. Emails need to be skimmable on a mobile device. That's the litmus test. So, you know, anytime we can break things down into bullet points and have them in some logical order, that will make your emails much more readable and engaging for your clients. And then use emojis as the little bullet points, right? It kind of helps the email pop and it makes it much more engaging. I can't emphasize that enough. Also, in emails, start using emojis in your subject lines. That's a big deal. When I prompt ChatGPT to help me write an email, it doesn't always give me an additional subject line suggestion. So this does. It gives it to you, and then you just go ahead, copy it, paste it, and then make whatever last minute modifications you want to make. But I use it nonstop. The other thing that I use is what Laurie had mentioned earlier about going ahead and responding to a Facebook post. I want to write great comments. I don't just want it to sound like everybody else. And when we were talking yesterday, she brought up a great point. She's like, everybody does happy birthday with the cake emoji, right? Under a birthday. And the algorithm doesn't recognize that as you being all that interested in that person. The more intricate the comment, the longer Facebook assumes, the algorithm assumes it took you to write it. And it kind of places more weight on that. So her method of liking and then creating a great response that includes emojis carries more weight than just a like, and certainly more weight than the happy birthday with the cake emoji. So it allows us to do things the way that kind of gooses the algorithm to get the benefit we want, but it doesn't bog you down, because we all know that can be really, really time consuming. And very frankly, this does a good job at keeping me from going down the rabbit hole. So if I start typing a bunch of stuff and I'm not on purpose when I'm in there, I could be in Facebook for an hour and a half when really I only needed to be in there for 10 minutes getting the job done. So I just want to say thanks to Laurie for the birthday tip, because that changes my mornings. It just makes it easy for me to get in and get out, but really do something cool. And if you don't like the idea, or you're worried about getting busted for posting the same birthday message to each person, you know, it's easy enough to just regenerate those birthday messages to come up with something. And I did want to point out something real quick. Let me see if I can find it here really quick. If we're commenting on a social post and you post the text here, she just went right down here and hit generate. If you want to get more specific and say, I want the comment to be about getting older, or being old is fun, or whatever, you can get more specific right out of the rip if you just take another minute. You don't have to. I think her demonstration did a great job of showing you it'll come up with something fantastic. And if you want to do a different birthday message for every person, you don't like the idea of it being, you know, one after the other. I personally don't think people pay attention, so I don't think it matters. But if you do want it to be different, all you have to do is hit this big pink button, regenerate. And it'll regenerate faster than I can pick different emojis or find yet another way to say happy birthday. And I think it's phenomenal. So someone asked how much this is, and Laurie and I were guesstimating yesterday. Laurie, what did we say? $27 or something like that?
I think it was $27 or $29 a month. And I don't pay for the premium subscription. I get everything that I need with the regular monthly subscription. Like I don't even need to add anything on. I am going to share my screen one more time because there's a couple of things that I did not go through. So let's see, where are we at? Let's see, I'm going to go here. I love this this little thing here. This is what I wanted to do. And I forgot to do this before. So all of these little categories right here, you guys, you can use these, definitely use these every single day to your advantage. Here, a selfie AI, selfie. All you got to do is you can upload an image of yourself. That's called a selfie, right? Let's do this one. And I'm not going to put anything in. I'm going to select my brand here. My objective is, I'm just not even going to put anything. So my picture, and I'm going to generate a caption, or it's going to generate a caption for that photo. And let's just see what it says. Hopefully it doesn't say anything weird. Like you look,
I mean,
you look
like,
like you belong at the
does it
North
ever
Pole.
stop snowing in Utah?
Ready for a snow adventure and luxury. Okay, you know what?
Cute. I love it.
Right? So it will do this. Or where, let's see, where am I? Oh, right here. So that was Selfie AI. You can do the same short text, if you want just a quick post, do this one, long post, and they will incorporate an image that goes along with the wording of your post. You can always change the picture if you want. This is really cool. Make it my own. I'm going to go and I'm just going to take the first post that I see. All right. What advice do you have for agents starting out? I'm going to copy this. I'm going to go back to Nowsite. And this is a new feature. It's called Make It My
Oh,
Own.
I like this.
Right. So it's going to take their post and it's going to make it your post. Oh, I need an image. Just go here. I don't know what it's going to come up with since I took their post about agents and I brought in a farmland picture. So I don't know.
I
We'll
was
find out
wondering that
together.
too. I'm like, this could be really interesting.
Good morning,
Oh, good
sunshine.
morning, sunshine.
I love it. So this can pretty much do anything that you want it to do. I know it's taken forever, but it's going to pull up that photo. Okay, I'm going to go. Oh, it pulled up a different photo. It didn't like the one that I chose, so it gave me a more appropriate photo, which I think
And
is
it doesn't
amazing.
say anything about what advice you have for agents just starting out.
Right. So because I pulled in that other picture. So
Oh, wait.
Up a little bit.
Go back.
Yeah.
I think that what advice do you have for other agents is supposed to be up on the type of post, no? Or is it supposed to be there?
This is I used to
Wants to
make it
make
my
it my
own.
Oh, that's your type. Okay.
Yeah. So you can take somebody else's actual post, you can put it in here with an image, and it will rewrite the post to, and then you can also do caption my image, caption my video.
So when
There's
you
so
do
many.
caption your video, does it like pull your script out of the video and do it? Like if
I
you
don't
just
think it pulls
uploaded
the
a video?
script. Let's see. Let's see what kind of, let's see. Agents starting out in real estate. Describe your video. And you know what, just for kicks, I'm going to see how good this thing is. I'm going to put the same thing in both places. My objective is to educate. Let's see what we get. This is the cool part. You don't know what you're going to get. Right.
Oh,
So
so
I
it
would
doesn't
have,
show you upload your video.
right. I would have uploaded my video
Um,
here. And then based on what I said here, it came up with this.
Okay.
Right. And then once you get started, it will copy it to your dashboard. Like when you click post, it copies it for you, opens up a brand new Facebook page. Boom. You can add your own hashtags and then upload your video, or you can upload the video in Nowsite. So
Cool. Yeah, I
the
like so
possibilities.
you can have two different brandings, right? So
You can
like
have
Yeah.
even more
See,
than two. You can have multiple ones. So that's really helpful too. And, so if you're someone who's working on, your real estate, but maybe you're also a coach, or you're wanting to recruit for your team or whatever, you can change the tone of the conversation around those products. I am a team leader. So there's times I want to speak like I'm speaking for the whole team to post on our business page. And then there's times I want to sound just like myself. Anyone else on the call a team lead? You've got a team that you lead, or you work with a partner, and you're the techie one. So you get to do all the social medias. So you can create more than one of these personas and these products, and it'll ask you to tell it more about that, so that, again, it just makes it so much easier, whatever kind of focus you have for the day, if it's creating content for your team, for the team business page, or whether you want to put some things on your own personal page. This is the stuff that hangs me up. Like, I can come up with a general idea, but actually, like, whipping it up, the hashtags, they use emojis I didn't even know existed. Like, you have to know what emojis there are to access different emojis, or else I use the same five. If you ever text with me, you're going to get hearts and LOLs. You're going to get more of them than you ever knew even existed, because that's like my default, right? I'm just LOL on everything. My kids are like, stop LOLing everyone. Like, really? Your 54 is hanging out, mom. You're still LOLing. So
That's funny.
what I like about the emojis, and you saw it with Lori's post, is it had key emojis and different things sprinkled throughout. It automatically pulled in the Park City, Utah. She doesn't have to keep queuing it up to say that. So it's an enormous time saver for anyone who's looking to kind of take it to the next level and get in and get out. Or maybe you're planning a day to batch all of your social media. You sit down maybe twice a month, or you sit down at the beginning of the month to plan it for the whole month. This makes that process so much easier.
Wait,
Yeah,
so
it really, really does.
can you schedule the posts?
You would schedule it in Meta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you would create it in here, schedule it in Meta. You always want to schedule in Meta, because Meta kind of gives you invisible brownie points for that. They want people scheduling in Meta.
There's some other cool features, you guys, that I have not used yet because I don't find them personally necessary for me and my business. You can import your contacts. You can actually use this platform as a CRM if you wanted to. I choose not to because I like the CRM that I have, but you can also import all of your contacts here. So you can have them all in one place. You can digital business card list. So kind of everybody, if you have like the dot scanner on your phone or the wristband or anything like that, you can do that. Prospects, you can plug in some criteria here, and you can click here to see if there's a new prospect in your area. I live in a very small ski community, so there aren't any prospects in my area. So I don't use that, but I would encourage you to try it and it works for you.
Lori, does it have
So
a
you
free
can,
trial
I think,
on your link?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's worth it for the
I
free
believe it
trial.
does.
Yeah, I opted into
Yeah,
a new
it's totally
window
worth
and it
it.
says free.
Yeah, come in here, play around for a while. I think this is one of the best platforms. It's a huge time saver, like
So
huge
can
time
you
saver.
tie two different Facebook groups to it? Or I mean pages to it? Because Bonnie's asking
So
if
you don't
she's a
actually,
realtor and her husband's a home inspector, she'd love to have the two.
Yes. So what that is,
yeah, you can.
Lori, can you go back to where it had the different products?
Oh, yeah.
That's where you would do it. You would create, I want you to think of them kind of like user profiles, right? So she would
Oh,
create
I see what you're talking about. Hang
home
on. I gotta move
inspector
this.
husband, and she would create one for her as a realtor. And that's a really great example of that. So if she goes to add new at the
So
top,
you can, here.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. I can do luxury by Laurie, blah, blah, blah. describe my business, create a brand new one. You can train this to sound like another person.
A home inspector.
Yeah,
Yeah, anything.
absolutely.
You would
That's
just go in and build
cool.
a profile for that particular brand.
Or even like Lori just did, she's a luxury agent. So she wants luxury branding sometimes, and sometimes, she doesn't. So she misspelled luxury and put
Do you
in the
see?
description, and it still came up with that awesome thing. Double tap your mouse so we can see it close. Can you blow up the screen a little?
Uh, uh, oh,
There you
there we
go.
go. So yeah, even though I misspelled it, you guys, it still pulled all of this in. And you can go in and edit this before you save it. But it also pulled in my, I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to get rid of that. It pulled in my keywords, my hashtags. It's going to give me some font suggestions. You can change your font. You can customize this however you guys want, which is just so cool because it just pulls everything in for you. You never have to figure out what you're going to say, but you can edit what they suggest, which I think is just amazing.
That is so cool. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I have a couple different voices, so that would be very helpful.
It's
Perfect
super
for that.
helpful. Super helpful. Or if you have like a casual voice in a private Facebook group that you're running, but then you have like Wendy, you're a great example, right? You have your Tech Tuesdays with Wendy voice, if you will, or set of focuses for that group. And then you have your luxury
Luxury, right?
branding. So yeah, it's a great way to keep that all separate. And remember, the more you use it, the more it's learning what you sound like. And I just like that I don't have to ask for like 16 iterations before I get to something I like.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Crystal's asking, how detailed do you get on that description? So obviously she put MMMMM. That's how detailed she got. And it still gave her stuff. So probably not too much. I know when you went to train ChatGPT, it was like a full-on training session. Like it
This
was so much work. So this looks a lot
Lori, can
easier.
you go to the train AI? I think it's under the little briefcase. Oh, there you go. Same place. Okay, so it prompts you on how to prompt it. You don't have
See,
to have a
do you,
Phil Stringer type prompt that's like this big, right? You just fill in the blanks here. So if you
yeah.
do it, Lori, how long do you think this takes? I mean, I updated mine yesterday, and I think maybe it was 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'd say 15, 20 minutes to build a profile. You know what's funny, you guys, is that do you see that like I have left all of these blank and I still get the most awesome integrations. Like they still pull
That
the most
is
awesome posts
funny.
for me, even though I don't even have anything here yet. So just imagine how much more awesome it would be if I actually completed my profile.
If you actually
Way
completed
more
your profile.
awesomer.
That's awesome. I like
Yeah.
that.
It's incredible. And if you're someone who holds back, from posting more because you're just out of ideas, or you're trying to batch, you should batch and schedule your stuff in advance. You're not doing it. A tool like this could be the difference between you being successful at that and not at all. Some people got that amount of brain juice. I don't. I'm
Yeah,
good for a
I
couple
don't
of
either.
hours and then I'm shot. And when Lori showed this to me, I'm like, get out of here. What is this thing?
Get
And
out.
phenomenal.
Right.
That's
So,
so funny.
I mean, like the way that I started this, with the birthday, saying happy birthday to a bunch of people first thing in the morning, it does something to your mental health because you just went the extra mile for like a dozen people. And I get a lot of feedback from the birthday posts. Are like, wow, so thoughtful. That was a thoughtful message. You actually put some thought into it. Like it wasn't just a happy birthday with a little cake emoji. It was more. And people appreciate it. And you know what? That's why it's called start a conversation. Because you know what? All it takes is for you to copy and paste a birthday message to everybody who has a birthday that day. And you know what? Who knows what's going to happen? Somebody might go, oh, I want to see her profile. Oh, she's an agent I've been thinking about selling. You just never know what you're going to get out of a very small gesture that takes you no time at all.
Right. And remember what we always talk about here. If you like a post on their timeline and then comment with one of these amazing comments and send them a message through Messenger, you stay in their newsfeed for 30 days.
Yeah, that's
Wouldn't that be
awesome.
cool? If you were in someone's newsfeed for 30 days when you're talking about selling houses, like
Yeah.
that's amazing, right? And that is organic.
Wendy, can you say that?
And
Can you say that again, Wendy? If you reply to somebody
Like, comment, message. Like, comment, message.
like, comment, and a message, all three.
Yep,
Yes.
all three. And then you stay in their new. We have our past clients on a list in Facebook, and we make sure that we touch them every 30 days so that they don't ever forget me, because they say, usually people forget their agent, right? I don't want anyone forgetting me. I mean, how can they, right? But they do. So you want to stay in contact with them, stay in contact with, like, say you join other Facebook groups and people talk about, buying or selling, or even like what's the best tacos in the area, If you comment,
and there's a category.
and then send them a message. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's a category for restarting a conversation with somebody that you haven't connected with in a while. There's actually in Nowsite a category for that. What's that?
Was that the cold one? I saw when you were clicking around in there, it said something about cold conversation.
There's a cold outreach. There's a cold outreach, and then there is also a restart a conversation.
I think you can go here, start a conversation. Somebody like my post, supportive, reconnect right here.
Okay.
Yeah, want to have a glass of wine? I know it's morning.
No judgment.
I just want to see what it says. It doesn't usually take this long. It's pretty instant when you're not on Zoom.
Right. Zoom makes everything longer.
Yeah.
I wonder if it'll give
Hey there. Fancy catching up over a glass of wine sometime soon? Been ages. So you guys see here, the possibilities are literally endless on how to start a conversation with somebody.
Yeah. And if you guys remember the power of 15 that Jesse was on here teaching everybody to start conversations, like, there you go. This will help you.
And this takes the guesswork out of what to say. And then just real quick down here, you have all of your settings. You can go in here and see all your stuff, and things like that. There is an affiliate program, and they have support here. They have live chat support, which is really awesome. So this is just a fantastic platform, you guys. I've gotten so much out of it already. And now you can see my screen. I literally keep the Nowsite and my Facebook right next to each other, and I keep them open all day long. Because if I'm scrolling on Facebook and I see something I like, I'm like, ooh, I should comment on that. You know what? It's open, it's here. And I just keep them open and next to each other all the time. So
that's awesome. Good stuff. So does anybody have any questions? I'm looking in here. And MLS descriptions. Yep. You can definitely do some MLS descriptions in here.
Well, and it works a little better because that is another great example of if I use just regular chat and I don't have time to prompt it exactly the way I want it, I get these crazy, like I'm listing a crappy little $110,000 duplex and it's giving me the, expansive kitchen language. And I'm like, no, we need to dumb that down a little teensy bit. And so this does a much better job. And I'll give you an example of something I did last year, or I just did recently. I sold a house last year. So the MLS comments were spot on, and there were a lot of improvements they had listed. There was a tax abatement. There's just a lot of technical information that I wanted to make sure I got right and included. So I just copied and pasted it into there. And because it's primed, it sounded exactly like me. I changed nothing about it. And again, I'm super finicky about that stuff. You know, I don't want it to sound like AI. I want it to sound like I wrote it. And it did a fantastic job. And also someone asked for open houses. So I use BombBomb for my open houses, but I have them register on a form, and then they immediately get an email back from me with like all the details on the open house. So I did that. So I took the MLS description that it wrote for me, and I said, now rewrite this in bulleted form for an email, and bam, I had it just like that. So yes, it works wonderfully for that stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah.
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 Lori
This is
just
such a great
messaged
platform.
Repurpose IO. We are going to be talking about Repurpose IO next week. It is a game changer. So if you want to repurpose your videos, super easy. You're going to want to be on that call. So awesome. I love this. Do you ever create open house posts? Someone asked.
You can. All you
Yeah.
have to do is type in open house on what you want the reference to be, and it will bring you up an open house post. And you know, and like I said before, if you don't like exactly what it brings you, you can copy it and paste it into Facebook and then edit it before you publish it, or you can just keep hitting refresh and get a different message every single time until you find the one that you love.
Okay, and then where were you asking the AI to include emojis, or do they just know you like emojis, or?
They do. They do. Lori will show you. It's part of where you're training it, and it'll ask
Go
you,
here.
like, it gives you a little slider, like on a scale from none to
right
all. How many
I love
do you
emojis.
like?
Can you guys see I love emojis?
Okay. That's funny. I would be
You can,
maxed out too. I love emojis.
But I
yeah,
love it. And then the humor. Some of us, like, without humor, we would just be really boring. And so, you know, you can choose, like, do you like it to be a little more humorous and approachable? And on social media, you do. Because remember, social media, if you're super stiff, you know, Facebook is supposed to be like a backyard barbecue where you're bumping into people and talking, and you're you. And then when real estate comes up, you're happy to talk about it, but you're not leading with it all the time. So I love that it gives you that option to kind of, you know, friendly it up a little bit. And that's another thing that gets lost when we're in task mode and we're like, I swear to God, I'm going to get all this social media planned for the month. I mean, by the time you're at the end, you're just like, you know, this keeps it all friendly and light and keeps your sanity intact as you kind of try to power through all of those things. This is also good if you're using something like coffee and contracts or another type of service that you might have where they're giving you the content, but you don't really like the way it's worded. You're like, oh, I love that idea, but I want it to sound more like me. So again, just copying that, pasting it into here, and then you're getting your, you know, your Windy spin or your Bonnie spin on it. And it takes like seconds. It's just awesome. Of all the tools we use, Lori and I were talking yesterday. We were like, no, but agent can have all the things. So what would we say are the top things? And we said this was one of our top 3 picks.
Absolutely, 100%. So I just noticed that there was a little icon on this icon button here. That means that there's something new that's incorporated, and new message from Eric AI. So let's check this out.
We're not going to be able to hear it unless you share sound. So you
I don't know how to do that.
Down where it says share your screen, and on the right hand side you're going to click share sound.
I don't know how to do that. Anyway, so he basically just gives you get one automatic message like this every day. It just kind of gives you little tips and tricks on how to totally enhance and take advantage of every single feature that this has to offer. So it's kind of fun because I know he's real in real life, but on here he's not real. So it's kind of weird. But I have always found this daily post that he does very, very helpful. It's caused me to like tweak little things in my profile to make it sound better. And it's funny that he is literally talking about in this one, start a conversation and choose happy birthday from the down drop, which is what I do every day. That's funny.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
So do you guys feel like this is replacing ChatGPT or just for like this stuff? Because like ChatGPT can do so much more than just this. So I don't think it would literally be replacing it, but it it would definitely, replace a couple things. Yes.
I
What
think,
do you
I
think
think
well,
ChatGPT can do more of?
go ahead, say that again.
I think that this is way more user friendly because you can train ChatGPT the same way, but this is way more user friendly. And I agree with you, Wendy. ChatGPT, you can do a lot more other stuff, but this is cool.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would go in here and say, write me 10 video scripts about about seller pain points, or you know what I mean? Like,
I wouldn't be so quick to say you wouldn't. I created a
we'll have to check it
huge
out.
consulting proposal with this, and it was spot on.
Oh, really?
Yes, it was. I wouldn't write it off. So if you're
Okay.
going to do the free trial, by the way, whenever I do a free trial, is if I'm ever going to put my credit card in for a free trial, I set a reminder on my calendar for 2 days before that trial expires. That's how you do that, so you don't end up with 62 things that you're trialing and not using that you're getting charged for. So please do that. But I would get in there and really try and push it to replace Chat GPT-4 because I did, and I'm not missing it. Now, that's not to say I won't ever miss it, but for right now, I was able to eliminate some double billing there.
Oh, okay. So you canceled ChatGPT?
I know, it sounds like crazy talk. A year ago, we didn't even know what the hell it was. Now we're like, oh, what would we do without it?
I know it's crazy. It's crazy, but yeah, it definitely looks a lot easier to train than ChatGPT. So I
Definitely.
love that. You can use it for a bunch of cool different things. But yeah, go out there and start some conversations and make them meaningful. Because if you're anything like me, you're like, I don't even know what to say. Like, you know, but
Is there anything
yeah.
that anybody wants to revisit on the site?
I just
Isabel
have a
has a
question.
question.
Yeah, for either Lori or Stacy. Can you upload a video and add captions to the video?
You can, and it will actually, if you upload the video, it will add the caption for you.
You mean the ad? No. So captions go on the video. Are you talking
Oh,
about?
you mean, I
Are you talking
haven't
about on the
tried that.
video or and like ad copy?
On the video.
Honestly, I haven't tried that. So that's something that I need to explore today. That's actually a really good question because yeah, completely different from it spelling out what you're saying versus just providing a caption to the overall video. So honestly, I mean, I'm sorry that I haven't explored that part of it yet. So maybe we can all try that today.
New tools, new tools.
I haven't seen anything in there that's like a script writer, but it, this platform is so awesome that it's probably in there. Caption. So let's see. I'm gonna
Right.
go here real quick.
I like Instagram for captions because I like how they look.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And I like
Big
CapCut.
words.
CapCut's another one great for burning in your captions.
I mean,
So
because
this one,
caption my image, that's the caption, like
That
the
goes
ad,
under it.
the ad copy, right?
yeah, this is not going to take your words and transcribe them onto the video. No, it's not going to do that.
But you could do like we do in ChatGPT. So I take the video
Yeah.
script and I copy it and I say, create a Facebook post, based on this video. And then I put the script in there and then it types
Exactly.
it all up for you. So it would do the same thing there.
Yeah, and it will do that without a problem at all. And I would venture to guess, and it'll be fun to play with here in a little bit. I'll do it and then I'll post under the recording. I'll use it for some of the other stuff that I was using ChatGPT for, more of what you talked about, Wendy, and then I'll report back. But I'm telling you, I was surprised at what it did, because I thought maybe it might be just too narrow around social media and you might not be able to use it to like brainstorm ideas for stuff, but it did. And it was really good. So I'll try it on a couple more things and report back.
Bonnie has a good question, and I'm curious too. So when you do these things, does it save it somewhere so you can go revisit it?
Yep, it's in the feed. It is for the AI, it's in the feed. I don't know, Laurie, on your side of it with the social media posting, is it saving it there? I know it saves the photos. Does it save the posts?
It saves the photos to the file of your choice, but the only thing that I have seen so far is that where is it? I'm trying to find where it is. Help me reply. This is the only place that I have found where it saves what you paste into it. So like if I click get started, I need help with replying to somebody. See, this is an old message that I put in here to generate a response. I think you can copy this and maybe put it in a file somewhere, but this has been here for like a couple of weeks. Every time I log off and log on, it's still here. So you would just be able to take this and copy or paste over it to do, but this is the only place that I have found that it actually saves what you're doing beyond the photos that it dumps in your file.
Also does it under the AI chat, under the little briefcase icon. That's where it lives for me.
Oh, where's that?
Yeah,
this
right
one?
there. Under my AI chat, that's where I can find all of the things that I did before.
Go back over to the briefcase, Laurie, and then hover and click on my AI chat.
So anything that you're doing in here,
You know what? It did save, because I posted rewrite this and it rewrote it for me. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Good.
Yeah. Know your hourly rate. Trust me, this is going to more than you're looking for 4 times ROI on a tool. This is definitely one that hits the bill like the first week of the month. You'll get 4 times your ROI on it.
That's awesome. All right. So Laurie's free link is in the trial. And then how plan, post, and meta from created in Nowsite. So yeah, you would just do the things like they said on Nowsite, and you're going to copy it and you're going to go take it to Meta. That's a whole different class. We are not teaching how to post in Meta today, but I believe we did previously on Tech Tuesday. So search the videos. Anyway, and then Carrie did it, I think, on tips and tricks with Carrie T. So Thursdays. So go to her group. She has one in there too. But yeah, Meta is pretty cool, and you could schedule it out. So you can literally do this all day Sunday and have your whole month planned. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, I got to hop into the VIP room. So I'll see all you VIPers in just a minute. And have an amazing day. See you next week when we talk about repurposing video.
All right. Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye. Thank you, Laurie. Thank you, Stacey. You guys are the best.
Sure, thank you.
Now I have so much work to do.
Availability. Once you found an available domain,